Hello friends, in today's tutorial we are going to see how to set UI in Unity. Also see how to set sound for particular thing, and also we are going to have a look on how to play video in Unity. Okay, so I'll be starting with basic thing. For example, uh, a video player and how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I will be creating a quad which is equal to a plane, and this is going to be my video player. So video player. Okay, and on this quad what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a component called video player. So can you see video player? So yes, so we have attached. We can either give video clip over here, or either we can give the URL of uh, any video. So let's first set our video player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this to a little bit, and yes, and I'll set the position of it so that my player can always watch whenever the things start. So our video we can see over here, and this is our video player. We can even browse and open this file. You don't have to keep inside you over there. And what I can do is I can play any video, uh, for example this video, and let's see whether it plays or not on from browser. So the next thing, instead of URL we will give the video clip link, and this is gonna be our video clip. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the button and see my video is playing. And if I go forward, the player can go forward and watch and can come back, and the video is playing perfectly. So this is how your video player works. And now I'll tell you about the sound is very important. So what we are going to do, we are going to uh, keep enemy sound. We are going, whenever a player collects a coin, a sound will come. So you need to drag and drop this coin sound to my this sound, and in on my coin I'll be keeping a audio source. This is going to be my coin drop sound. And here again you have play on awake and you have loop. If I keep play on awake, it will directly call the function, so directly the sound will come, but I want a particular sound to come when I collide on it. So what I can do is I will uncheck this and go to my script folders, and in my script folders what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on play controller. So nothing like earlier how we were taking the references, same way we are going to take the references of it, and let the script open and let's see how it works. So as we know that for any audio sound we need a sound player and a sound. So we have downloaded, it's the clip of that sound, and the song can be different. So that's why we have used. So I have taking a public audio source reference, audio source reference coin sound, and this coin sound is going to get played when we touch the coin. So coin sound, what we have taken, dot play. So same way you have play delayed. So if you want to delay for a second and then play once only, play on awake. The play on awake is the same like play on awake which we saw on the audio source. You can schedule your playing, you can check whether it is getting played or not, or you can even stop the play. So coin sound, and let's see whether it works or not. So let the file gets loaded. Yes, we'll go to our player script. So we have to go and open our prefab where it will ask for a coin sound. But now you just see that the player is a prefab. We cannot attach any audio source because everything is on the scene. The audio source is on the scene. So instead of public, now you can go for a private kind of thing. And what you can search is, we have already taken a thing called tag on coin, and on every coin we will be finding that particular audio source. So how to get that? So we have to define what is our coin sound. So I will be writing game object dot find with tag coin dot get component. Now we have to get the component. Audio source is its component. So we will find audio source and we are going to define that. So it's done, and now we don't have to think of any other thing, and just we can play back our file. And I have played the button, and you can see now as soon as I go here, as I have written it on exit, the got the coin got destroyed. That's why. So you need to manage all these things, whether when to play, when not to play. So that's why I'm showing you example. So what you can do is you can destroy this delay. You can destroy this delay by suppose 5f. So after 5 seconds of triggering, the thing will play, so that our sound can also play and we can get notified that we have already collected our coin. So here comes our player. So we can see that we have touched the coin 1 2 3, and it has got the coin, audio has been played, and now after few seconds the coin got destroyed. So this is how you keep working on audio, how to interact with them, when to get it played. If you don't want it should automatically play, you can just keep like you can keep it like play on awake. For example, suppose I will also take one example of a BG music. So let's download a BG sound effect and see how it works. So any background effect, I'm going to get download. So I have downloaded the file, and the other way around is I can either import the package or import the asset, or I can even just click on reveal in finder, go to asset folder and just paste my item. So I have pasted my item and it is getting load into our Unity. So we can see background music sound, and what we can do, we can add in one more audio source. And now we are not going to write any script because this is a BG music which is going to be loopable and it will play on awake. So play on awake, as I play the start play button, the music gets started. So see that music started, and we can, I'll show you one more thing which is on our video player. So right now video is coming, but we cannot hear the sound. So for sound, what we can do is we can either put an audio source, and we will add an audio source component over here, and you can see that it is asking for an audio source. So we are going to give that, and inside this whatever music we want to get played will get played. So right now the music will come from the this, but can you see audio clip is not there? So what it is, we can directly either put to direct and set the things so that we can hear the volume also of that particular thing. For now I have kept the audio source BG music, and we have also seen how to set the audio source for particular component and how to call it from the script. So this was something on. So guys, the next thing is to start up with the UI part, and for the UI part, what we will be needing a thing called UI canvas. The first thing you have always, whenever you are creating UI for any of your application, you will go and select canvas. There can be many canvas in your one particular scene, and it can be one single. So for now, today I'm going to tell you about the scene. Can you see this white border line? This is your canvas, and the thing which I'm showcasing over here, which is very small, uh, but yeah, the arrow lines, you can see that this is your game object. So all your world objects are kept over there, and this is the screen, and this screen is going to get overlaid over here on the top of everything. It is the front layer of everything. So when we include a canvas, one event system has to be there so that your things start working upon. So yes, so we are going to create a canvas, and the canvas, the first property you need to know is what to set: screen space overlay, screen space camera, or world space. When we are going to use world application, 100% we are going to use world space canvas. Right now we want to get it overlaid on our whole thing whatever we have set on for our application. So we will be using screen space overlay. So once screen space overlay comes, the other thing is, uh, if you are making, suppose, application on Android or iOS, they have different kind of resolution. To match each and everything, you can go with scale with screen size, and you can just write your reference resolution. For now I am keeping it as 1920 into 1080, which is our HD side. And here you want, how do you want to match when the resolution change according to our reference resolution? You want to expand, you want to shrink, or you want to match both? If you want to match only width, you'll keep it as 0. If you want only height, then you can make it 1. If you want to keep both, then keep the value as zero point 0.5. So this has been set. So your canvas is ready, to get overlaid. Now once our canvas is ready, what we can do is we will be putting a panel. Okay, so we have created a panel. So now if you go and see the things, it looks blur. So what we can do, even you can make it opaque like this, or you can even make it transparent like this. So I'm making a transparent feel, and on this what I'm going to do is, instead of red, let's keep it a little blue in shade. And over here I'm going to use one more I'm going to use this panel as this. But let's move to our scene side. This is very big panel, it is going to capture our whole screen. But for now I want to make just an HUD kind of thing, so I can set this. I have to resize it. To resize it, you don't resize or scale. You, what you need to do, you have to click this and then you can select either of this. So whatever referencing point, you can see the dots over here shows that this is going to be 0 comma 0. So always start at the middle so you can understand why. The answer is, when you select a center body, the center part is 0 comma 0. So you got all the four axes, x y plus x minus x plus y minus y. So the calculation becomes very easier. That's the reason I'm taking as in the middle. And what I can do is I can just uh, recycle it. I can set the things to 200 and I can just move it at the top layer. So right now you can see the top layer is our background, and I can increase the opacity, and instead of blue let's take something, some another color. Yeah, now you can differentiate among the things. And 1920, because this is the width of my thing, and I will just select that as this. Now you can see perfectly, like this is coming out. This is going to be our screen resolution, and according to that I have set. So I can check that. Now once I have checked that, the think you have got UI various component like text, images, buttons, toggle means your radio button, slider, scroll bar. So first you have to use that over here, and then you have to write the function for it if it is handling. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the text, and next thing I'm going to show you about the button today, which is very important. So I'm going to take this component, text. Never take text, because text component of UI is very heavy and it may cause problems. So you have to import texture mesh pro. So once that is done, we can select that. So yes, the things got loaded and we are ready to use that. So you can see the new text here came, and we can write anything. So I'm writing this as score, and I'll put this. So this is going to be my score label, and here I am putting it as score level, and I'm going to duplicate this, and this is going to be my score text. So this is, I am going to just set this particular position. Okay, and I'll keep it as 0 for starting, and from here you can set it. Let's move to scene and let's set the thing. Can you see the boxes coming out? So what you can do is, you just press T button at your by selecting it, just press T button, and you can see four blue color dots and some arrows. You need to match that, and here I have matched that. Okay, you can even change the font colors or something you want black in color, you can keep that. You have bold, you have italic. You can change your font. For font we have one particular font available, and if you want another font, just download TTF file of that font and you can keep it in an asset folder, and that list, that will come as a list inside this font. So you have to select that, and I can select that as center or left right align or and middle. Okay, so same way I need to set the text, and it has to be little bit over here. Yeah, and let's keep it also, let's keep it white and center. Yeah, so now I am to just adjust this we are doing for every object whatever you are taking inside. You need to set this are known as anchor points, and you need to set it. This is important when your screen will get just now we have seen that we have to, there are so many resolution. According to that, Unity's canvas will adjust its size, its height and width according to different resolutions. Same way, if you don't set this anchor point, what will happen, it may go beyond your outside your suppose you have a big resolution, then you are moving to a smaller resolution, so it may go out of the screen. So it justifies that that within the canvas this is the fixed place, and you have to give this much place for this particular UI object. So now this code is going to get change from our player script, and so what we have to go is we have to go to our player script again, and for the coin, we what we are going to do, we are going to take an integer value called score, and over here what we are going to write is score is equal to 0. So after defining this is the variable, but we have to use the text input so that it can display on the UI text this particular score. So what we are going to do is we have to first write using Unity engine dot UI, and after that you have to use using text Unity engine dot text. You have used using Unity engine dot UI, and after that what you need to do, you have to create a same kind of text. So again we are not going to go for a public section, we are going to go for a so we have Unity's text UI text, and which we are going to take. So Unity text, and this text will be my score text, which is going to get updated. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write down the code over here. So whenever it gets touch, just increase my score by 1, and what you need to do is you need to display the stack. So we have the score text available with us, and what we can do is we can just say score text is equal to score, the score which is coming over here, you can dot toString, because that is an integer value, we need to convert that to toString value. So this is been done, and this is done. Score text dot text equal to score dot toString, and we'll save this file, and let's move to our I've not declared what is my score text. So what we can do is either we can keep it public. Generally we keep UI section in different file, but as we are right now having one single file, what we can do, we can take the reference. So what we can say is score text is your game object dot find, and we the find it will find it with the name, with its name, dot get component, and we have text, we have text, and this is done. So once this is done, let's move. So friends, for now I'll change my text. Instead of text mesh pro, I'll show you with the help of texting, and uh, what we are going to do is, so guys, we are going to see that how it is working. So we have defined our score text, but can you see I have told you like it is going to search with the name. So if you see over here, we have given the name as score text, so we will be copying this and we have to paste, otherwise it will never get, it can never find, because there is nothing called score over here. So once this is done, let's play and let's see whether it displays the result or not. On the main thing. So right now we have seen us one sample of scene, and now I am going to showcase you one more sample by creating one more scene and switching from one scene to another. First of all, what we are going to do is we are going to keep this name as main file, and we are going to create one more scene. So you can just press Ctrl N on your knee and just save it as a new scene. So I'm going to save it as our main menu. Okay, so yes, the thing is done, and what we need to write is, first of all, whenever you are creating a scene, go to your build setting and you need to add both the things. So it should be in the order of how the scene is going to go, according to the flow of your thing. So again, I am going to create a new canvas over here, and this is my new canvas, and here I am going to use the same thing and setting to 1920 into 1080 and setting this to zero point 0.5 value. Okay, so this is done, and now I'll be creating a panel again. So I've created a panel, and you can see now I'll be making it opaque. So I'll just increase the opacity, and let's see, I can keep some color, and yes, I can keep some color, and um, right now if you see, it has been coming as red. And on this, what I'm going to do is I am going to create take one image. So this image can be my game title. Okay, so I'm going to search for it, and I'll get, you can take any PNG, so PNG, or what you can do is you can just download. So let's it be, and I'm downloading this and got downloaded. Let's go and just keep it over here. I am right now not arranging this. You need to give it a name, game title, uh, plus just keep this in folder. This is very important. So we are going to see what type of texture it is going to be. It is, whenever you are using Unity's UI, you have to keep it as sprite 2D and UI. So once this is done, you just need to apply this value, Okay, and as you can see, this the maximum size of this is 1000. So and here it is max size is 2048, so we can keep it to the nearest value and just apply it. And now on our panel, inside panel, I am going to create an image. Okay, and this image size is very small. What I can do, I can make it little bigger. So this is going to be, and this is going to be actually my game title. And can you see over here the image got loaded, and I can set the value over here. So once this is set, you know how to set the anchor point. From 0 you need to choose this, just match the corner points, and your thing is done. So save the scene, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as game title, and inside that I'm going to also take one button. So this is going to be my button. So yes, button. So you can see a smaller button default. You can again change the image, like if I drag and drop this image, you can see that image is coming over here. Or you can keep it plain, or you can even change the color. So I'm going to keep it yellow or little orange, and inside that I will be also making this button a little bigger. So I'll making this 60 and this as 200. And now you can see, and inside that there is a text again, which I can say as play, and I'll keep it as bold. So this is done, and the play is still small. What you can do, you can select this best fit, and now you can see it is bigger in size. So this is done, and our button is ready. So I can just rename it to play button, and what I can do is I have to write a script for it. So before writing a script, to create a C# script, that is going to be my play button script, or you can keep any name. Just we have right now single button, so or I can say switching scene script, switching scene. Okay, so yes, my scene is ready. So I need to first of all create an empty GOM object. So that is going to be my switching scene, and on this switching scene also I'm going to keep the particular script, and over here I'm going to write my script. First of all, as we know that we are going to use UI, but right now I'm not going to access any of the UI element over here, so I don't have to write using unity.engine.ui. If you are accessing any UI part in particularly script, you want to get it update dynamically, then only you use using unity engine.ui. But I need to switch the scene. For that you need to write using scene using unity engine dot scene management. So now you can switch on the screen. Now after that, what you need to write, whenever you are creating a button, you have to write a function for it. So that function will always start with a public. It will always be public, never be private or any other thing. It will be always public. So the name of the function will be play button. So I have kept that, and inside that when I'll be writing, I'll be moving to my cube scene where we have set the game. So what I need to write is scene scene manager dot load scene. And as you remember that I have told you to add it over here in my build settings, on my build settings, uh, the scenes whatever. So you can see, either you can call with this name main menu main, or you can call with this integer value 0 or 1. So right now we are on 0, and if we press on play button we should be on 1 number. So what we are going to do is we are going to call that number over here 1, and it's done. So now we need to go to our Unity again back, and we have to apply that function over here. And we have to also, we forgot to put the anchors, so we will be putting the anchors. Yes, now over here, can you see on click? Obviously button is always have one function called click, so we have to tell what it has to do. So we will click on plus button, and can you see what it is? It is asking for an object. So object, this is this place where we have kept our script, and this is the game object which it is asking for. So once I keep it over here, this gets activate, and you can see switching scene. This, in this switching scene, we have created a play button, so this is coming. If you don't keep public on over there, this is not going to show in this particular list. So I have selected that, just save it, and let's play the button. So this is our play button, and as I click on it, I'm on the next scene, music, video playing, and a score, player, enemy, and the so I hope you understand how to do UI, how to switch scene from one to another, how to put video players, how to use audios. That's all for the today's session. In my next session, I'm going to introduce you with AR, and after that we will start with the AR tutorial techniques in Unity. Thank you.